Hello everyone, my name is Birendra. I am the head of Sure Shot Mains and Mentoring Program in Vajiram Ravi. Today in this session, we have with me Sachi ma'am. Sachi ma'am is a ranker. She has secured 550 rank in 2024 attempt. In this session, we both are going to discuss how to apply the framework or how to apply the templates while dealing with the economic questions in GS paper 3. My friend, as you all of you already know that how the structuring of the answer helps you to boost the score. And I have been reviewing a lot of copies, especially from the rankers batch. And one of the most common doubt they always have is how to structure the answer, how to think about the templates or the framework to write a good answer. So everything we both are going to discuss in this session. But before actually we start, I would like to ask Sachi ma'am a very important question. And because this is not my question, but many students have asked this question, that how to increase the marks, how to boost the marks in the mains. That is the first question. And what is that particular strategy which helps the rankers to complete the paper in time? Right? So Sachi ma'am, what is your view in this? Like you have given the interview in the first attempt, in the first mains itself. And in the second mains, I think there was an increment of 45 marks, right?
Yes, sir.
So what exactly did you do? Because as far as the content is concerned, as far as the understanding of the question is concerned, I think you was already an expert in this. That is the reason you could clear the mains in the first attempt itself. But what extra did you do for the second mains, which helped you to increase your score by 45 marks?
So as you already know that in first mains I had content. I know what has to be written in the question. But what changed in my second mains was I started to think that how the question has to be approached, how a set template or dimensions has to be thought of. And then only you will be able to complete an answer in a very efficient manner in which a multi-dimensional answer can be written. So if we have a set template dimensions and if we have practiced that enough before writing the main actual examination, so that helps in boosting boosting the marks.
Okay.
And that I applied in my second mains as well.
Okay.
Vis-a-vis of my first mains, sir.
Okay, so basically you are saying, yes, I agree, totally agree, because many students, they just focus on the writing, right? उनको लगता है कि mains आ गया है, mains के लिए they just have to write, like they have to attempt a lot of questions, lot of, they have to do a lot of answer writing practice and all. But what we believe, see, my friends, answer writing is nothing but it's, you can say, organization of your thought process, right? So we are focusing only on writing, but we are not focusing on organizing our thoughts, right? And that is the reason it takes time to write an answer in 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes or 10.5 minutes. So in this session, we are going to deal with that. We will explain you how you can think about any particular question, how to think about the templates, the framework. And when you are going to brainstorm the previous year's questions, then you will learn this skill. And that skill will help you to score good marks. That skill will help you to ensure that your notes are based on the framework or the templates, and you will be able to complete the paper in time also, right? So we will start with the discussion, but there is one little announcement in very brief. On 27th of October, we are going to launch the first batch of mains camp. In mains camp batch, we are going to discuss, this mains camp is basically all about the live answer writing, and after the live answer writing, we will be conducting the live discussion. In discussion, we will be focusing only on the logic behind the answer writing, right? Because we believe that the content is not everything. What is missing in the answer writing is the logic. So we will be focusing more on the logic, how to think about the structuring of the answer, how to interpret the demand of the question, how to use the value addition in the answer. So everything will be live. The rankers, Sachi ma'am, other rankers are part of that program. We will be conducting the sessions live right after the test, and after that there will be a evaluation And if you have any doubts after evaluation, you can book one-to-one session with us. Okay, so let's begin with the question. Okay, before we proceed, there is a announcement that on 27th of October, we are going to launch the first batch of mains camp. And this mains camp is a very intense answer writing program where we will be giving 5 questions in the first phase, 10 questions in the second phase, and everything is going to be in a time-bound manner. You have to write the answer in a time-bound manner. And right after the test, there will be a live discussions. In the discussions, we are going to focus more on the logic behind the answer writing, the idea, or how to think about the structuring of the answer, how to think about the templates. So whatever we are going to discuss in this video, the same concept we will be doing we will be applying in the mains camp. Rankers are going to be the part of that program. Sachi ma'am will be there. Other rankers are there. Shoaib sir will be there, right? So whatever the doubts you will have related to your preparation, related to the mains answer writing, notes making, everything can be discussed with the rankers, right? So let's begin with the mains question. Okay, so this is the question, GS paper 3, mains 2025. So we are going to discuss mainly the economic questions, and we will see how to think about the templates. Because my friend, you all know that GS paper 2 and GS paper 3, they are very dynamic, right?
Yes.
You need a lot of data. And humanly, it is not possible to have all the data in the answer. Do you think आपके पास इतना सारा data था?
No, sir. I had very minimum data because I was not able to remember all of data. Even if I remember, it is very hard to replicate in the answer sheet in that pressurized situation.
Right, right.
So it is not possible.
Right. So my mantra is very simple. You know what? There are 2 things you have to ensure in the answer. One is the quality and one is the quantity. Right? Quality, you cannot ensure each and in each and every answer.
Yes, sir.
Right. In for some questions you will have the data. For some questions you may not have any data, right? But at least you can ensure the quantity. Now, quantity means if suppose someone is writing 4.5 points, because there is a convention कि 10 marker question है, you have to write only 10 points. 15 marker question है, so you have to write only 15 points, yes. Right? This is a convention. But trust me, my friends, I have seen the rankers when I was especially dealing with the previous batch. A lot of rankers have been they were from the sure shot batch, and I have seen they were writing 20 plus points, right? They were writing 20 plus points. So to generate the 20 plus points, you should have some framework or the template in your mind. Otherwise, it is not possible.
Yes.
Otherwise, you will even if you will be writing like more than 10 points, you will find that there are duplication. Some points are redundant. Some points are very like they will sound like a slogans, right? So to generate the quantity, you must have some framework in your mind. And what exactly is the framework, the template? That is what we are going to discuss.
We should have a broad frameworks, and when we have broad frameworks, we can fill content under those broad frameworks.
Yes.
And that's how many points can be generated, so that points are not repeated as well, and points can be very specific. Otherwise, we tend to write very generic points.
Right.
But when we have framework, we tend to write very multi-dimensional points.
Absolutely right. So we will see how we can do it. Okay, so the first question is, distinguish between the Human Development Index and the Inequality Adjusted Human Development Index with special reference to India. Why is the IHDI considered a better indicator of inclusive growth? I think the second part of this question was easy, right? बहुत लोगों ने इसको attempt किया होगा. But as far as the first part of the question is concerned, there was a lot of confusion because a lot of students have discussed with me the paper GS paper 2 and 3, and they were confused. Because this was the first time they heard this term, Inequality Adjusted Human Development Index. But because Human Development Index sabko pata hai, right? All the 3 components everyone knows. But when it comes to the Inequality Adjusted Human Development Index, the very first problem was the concept. I think बहुत लोगों को concept ही नहीं पता था. Like how to think. So I'll give you just a brief about it. Like what is the difference between SDI and the ISDI. So I'll take a very simple example. For example, there is a classroom, there are 100 students. So if I measure the heights of all the students, what I will get? I will get an average height of all the 100 students. For example, the average height is 5 feet 6 inches or 7 inches, right? So this is an average number. So HDI provides you the average number. Average number of what? All the three components. We have like health, education,
standard of
and
living.
standard of living. But what exactly the inequality adjusted human development index does? So when I will consider the inequality term, inequality adjusted, when I will try to find the numbers based on the inequality, I will also get to know who is the tallest in the class and who is the shortest in the class, right? So this is how you have to think, right? So now as far as the templates are concerned, as far as the framework is concerned, I think I can pick up two keywords here. What do you say? How we are going to think about the frameworks?
Sir, as you said that we all know human development index.
Yeah, we all know that.
But in inequality adjusted human development index, what we can do is under those three components, we can fit how the inequality, as you said, that how inequality adjusted basically means the impact on individual, the intensity of development.
Right.
So if
which varies.
Which can vary.
Which can vary.
To person.
Right.
So that's how we can.
Okay. So basically, I think what is the best way to do it, right? First, because see, we are focusing here more on the quantity, right? Because I know as far as the quality is concerned, whatever the data I will have, even the same data you are going to have, related to health, related to education, and related to the income or standard of living. The basic data everyone have. But as far as the quantity is concerned, if I am able to think about the templates or the framework, I know I will be able to generate more points or diversified points, right? So that is what we are going to see. So I think the first three, three aspects of the Human Development Index is like education, health, and standard of living or income, we can say, right? So I think we can first break down this part also, right?
Yes.
In education, we can think in the terms of enrollment ratio, dropout ratio,
expected years of schooling.
Expected year of
schooling.
Yes, expected year of schooling.
Mean years of schooling.
Mean year of schooling, yes, right? Even we can think in the terms of women education and in the terms of like gender-based education, right? So this is one way we can think about the various aspects. Now, focus on the second keyword, that is inequality, right? Inequality. Can we divide this inequality word?
Definitely we can, sir.
What are the different levels? For example, at regional level, we can do it.
Regional level.
Social level.
Social level.
Gender level.
Gender level. Caste level.
Yes. Gender, caste, religion.
Religion. State-wise level.
Yes. Even state-wise. Right? So, inequality adjusted human development index. How we can compare it? For example, enrollment ratio, right? If we are going to calculate the enrollment ratio, right? As per the human development index, we will get the average figure. But average figure will not reveal which state have the highest enrollment ratio and which state has the lowest.
Because in general, we can think that, okay, enrollment ratio is increasing.
Yes.
But is it increasing same for the Bihar and Kerala? That remains to be seen. If it is increasing same for the boys and girls, it is not the same.
Exactly.
So that's how we can break down.
Yes. So just for 1 point, just imagine, just for 1 point, how many points I can generate? Right?
Yes.
Similarly, if I am able to break down health also, women health, for example, right, child health, mortality rate, infant mortality rate, nutrition, I can even divide the health. Similarly, income I can divide. For example, the poverty, because poverty varies. See, overall poverty is declining, right? But is it declining uniformly across all the states? across all the caste, across the gender, across all the class of the people, right?
Because we all know about the Oxfam report.
Yes, we are right.
That's how.
So this is how you have to think, right? So this income, like I think we can easily generate 25, 30 points.
If we are able to think that much in that, if we are calm and composed enough, and if we have a
Yes.
set template in our mind.
Yes. So basically, because this is the idea, whenever I see the question, I always try to find the keyword. ये question में keyword कौन सा है which I can pick up and break down, right? So I hope this is how you have to think. Now let's pick up the second question. For example, the second question is, what are the challenges before the Indian economy when the world is moving away from free trade and multilateralism to protectionism and bilateralism? How can these challenges be met? Now this question is asked, we all know that the world is moving from WTO-led governance to like protectionism, and they are focusing more on the unilateralism,
Regionalism.
populism. Yes, right. So in that context, this question is asked, and specifically, what is the impact of this changing system, especially in the Indian context? So I think to generate the answer of this particular question, what are the framework do you suggest we can use? Which keyword are you going to pick up, Sachi?
Sir, as an average aspirant, I would have simply picked up the word trade and multilateralism.
Okay, trade and multilateralism. ठीक है, fine.
And now, what basic two components come under trade? Import and export.
ठीक है, fine.
Now we'll break what are the components under import and export. Like if the world is moving towards protectionism, so what impact will it have towards India's import?
Right.
We will not be importing raw materials. That will hamper our production.
Right.
For example, if we are considering for export, we will not have market access.
Right.
It will hamper our investment.
Very good.
It will hamper our consumption level. It will hamper our investment level. It will hamper the employment.
Okay.
So these are how a question has to be approached.
Okay, so basically we have just picked, we can pick up the keywords from the syllabus itself. As far as the economy is concerned. Micro topic jo syllabus hote hain, I think based on that we can frame the answer. Because we can think in the terms of import exports, right? We can think in the terms of like investment, right? We can think in the terms of
production, consumption.
Yes, domestic production, domestic industry ke point of view se we can think even in the terms of employment, even we can think in the terms of development, right?
Market access to
Yes, even supply chain resilience and all. Supply chain resilience, right? So now I know if there will be any question on or related to the trade, right? I can have this template in my mind and I can generate n number of points.
Because
right?
here IR is connected to economy.
Right.
So economy, we have to apply the basic concepts of economy integrated with IR.
Yes.
So that's how this particular question has to be approached, because understand now nothing is very compartmentalized. Questions are very, UPSC is asking questions in a very interlinkages manner.
Yes, yes.
So that's how we can approach, like this is how I would have thought in a real time situation.
Okay, good, good. So I hope you are getting the idea what exactly is the template or the framework, right? So let's pick up the third question. For example, explain the factors influencing the decision of farmers on the selection of high value crops in India, right? Factors influencing the decision of farmers on the selection of high value crops in India. So I think in this, the factors can, first we can divide the factors also. It can be geographical factor. It can be
government policy intervention.
Yes. Geographical factor, economic factor.
Polity factor.
Yes, even polity factor.
Social factors, like what is the condition of farmers.
Farmers, yes, very good. Social factor. Even resource factor.
Access to resources.
Accessible to, yes, resource, for example, land and all, right?
Fertilizers.
Yes.
And other things.
What about financial?
Yes.
Right? So this is how we can think about the various factors which a farmer needs to take or needs to consider before the selection of high value crops in India.
Now we have broad framework, and now we can fill content under it. Like if geographical factors, UP, Punjab, Haryana, how they are not choosing high value crops.
Right.
Now, like polity, how government's policies like MSP
Yes.
plays a very important role in selection of what farmers would be planning to
Yes,
sow.
yes,
So
yes.
that's how social factors, farmer psychology.
Very
They
good.
only think of very instant gratification, that we'll sell this produce in the market and we'll get the remuneration.
Yes, yes.
Because they are anyways very marginalized.
Right, right.
So that's how we can approach. We'll have a broad framework and we can just fill content under
Yes,
it.
yes. So I think this is how you have to think about the templates when you are preparing the notes also. Because अगर आप notes में ये चीज नहीं practice कर रहे हो, brainstorming नहीं कर रहे हो, you will not be able to replicate that in the exam hall. So that is the reason why brainstorming is very, very important, and that is we are going to focus on in the mains also, right? So mains का purpose ही यही है. We will make sure that you all are comfortable as far as the brainstorming is concerned, as far as the template is concerned, the structure of the answer is concerned, right? So
practice that in your notes making, practice that in your test series, and that's what all mains camp is about.
Yes, yes. Okay, so let's pick up the fourth question. Elaborate the scope and significance of supply chain management of agriculture commodities in India. Now, in this question, first you need to understand these two words, scope and significance. See, as far as the significance is concerned, we all know that, right? It's very easy.
Very easy. Everyone prepares that. If someone has prepared basic notes out of syllabus, everyone knows about that.
So basically, you have to write down the supply. What is the significance of supply chain management? So you can talk in the terms of like again, same pestle approach we can apply, right? Social, economic, all those things, environmental even. Now, as far as the scope is concerned, the scope of supply chain management, is there any broad structure can we think or the framework?
So since the word is supply chain management, so a basic what is supply chain management? Pre-production, production and post-production.
Okay.
Now what comes under pre-production? Like inputs, like irrigation, fertilizer, land.
Right.
And what comes under production? Basic seeds and other things.
Right.
What comes after post-production? Food processing,
Marketing,
access to market,
storage.
storage, and then we can just put points under it.
Right. So basically, I think you need to understand what exactly is the supply chain management itself. अगर किसी को supply chain management cycle पता है, तो I think he can apply that cycle at every stage. Pre-production, production, and the post-production. It could be at seed level, it could be at fertilizer level, right? Then it could be at transport level, it can be at storage level.
It can be at the market level, the consumer
market level. Yes, even at the quality level also, right? The quality of crops you are growing, the quality of food you are supplying to the consumers also, right? So this is how basically we can find the scope of supply chain management as far as the agriculture commodities is concerned. I hope this is very clear now, right? So is there any other question we have?
Yes.
I think there is
fiscal index.
One question we have. Explain how the fiscal index can be used as a tool for assessing the fiscal performance of the states in India. In what way would it encourage the states to adopt prudent and sustainable fiscal policies? So, see, as far as the fiscal health index is concerned, even I was not really sure about it, right, when I saw this question. But I was really aware of why this question is asked, because we all know that the fiscal deficits of many states in India is increasing, right? There is I think the Kerala, Tamil Nadu, like Punjab, Haryana, everyone is facing the same issue. So in that context, this question is asked, like how the fiscal health index will be used, or it can be used as a tool to assess the performance of the state's fiscal health, and how the states can get benefit from this particular index. So now I have started thinking, what will be the broad aspects of fiscal health itself, right? भाई अगर आप fiscal health index बना रहे हो, obviously you are going to keep the component of fiscal component only, right?
Yes, sir.
What will be the fiscal component itself? For example, we can think in the terms of like tax collection, right? We can think in the terms of expenditure, right? We can think in the terms of tax GDP ratio, right? We can think in the terms of capital investment, right?
Yes, sir. And how much we are giving to states, what criteria are
Yes.
being taken.
Exactly. So my focus is on only one keyword, that is fiscal.
Health.
So based on the fiscal health, I have generated so many points. Now you can, I think, attempt the second part of the question. In what way would it encourage states to adopt prudent and sustainable fiscal policies? Right? Because based on the data, based on this data, right, state will know where they stand. So it will basically, they will be able to adopt more competitive policies, right? When the states knows that their fiscal health is very poor as compared to the other states, so they will be more competitive in the nature, right? This data, this fiscal health will help the states to implement the policies which will generate more revenue, more employment,
and reduce the unnecessary wastage of money,
taxpayer money. Yes,
in subsidies, unnecessary
exactly,
subsidies.
exactly. So जो subsidies का burden है, it will come down. States के जो expenses है, it will come down. It will be reduced, right? So this is how you have to apply the logic. Don't always run after the content, my friend.
And these points can be applied in the way forward, sir. Like for example, expenditure. So reduce the revenue expenditure and increase the capital expenditure.
Very good.
So that these points can be used in the way forward.
Way forward also, yes. So reverse the issue basically, that we can say, right? So I think now you have got the clear idea what exactly, how does the brainstorming helps you to think about any particular question. And trust me, my friend, especially in GS paper 2 and 3, now the questions are very open-ended.
Very dynamic.
Very dynamic. And you will not have, you will not have the notes for each and every topic. So if there is something on which you can rely in the examination hall, it is only the logic and the skill to think instantly.
Ability to just generate points then and there itself.
Yes,
and that
yes.
can happen only when you have prepared your mind beforehand.
Yes.
That how the dimensions has to be covered. A broad framework if you have, then you can easily generate points.
Yes.
Even if you do not have any idea about that question.
Exactly. That is what we have seen. Ask yourself, did we apply any core knowledge to attempt the question?
No.
It was just the very basic concept we have discussed, and we have seen how many points we are able to generate. And these points are very diversified points, my friend. Right? So don't run only after the content. You should rather focus on how to think or how to generate the how you are preparing your mind to develop the content right then and there in the examination hall.
How to use the content which you already have in a mindful manner.
Yes, yes. Okay, so I hope this is clear. And so this is exactly what we are going to replicate in the mains camp. So for any doubts, if you really want to share your answers with us, if you really want to discuss your answers, your notes with me or with Sachi ma'am or the other rankers who are the part of this mains camp program, definitely you can fill the form given in the description box and you can schedule one-to-one session. So thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.
Thank you everyone.